Senkatuka. Senkatuka goes in! Nelson Senkatuka, the top scorer in the Azam Uganda Premier League, strikes again at home. Oh, this is a boy who's currently calling for national duty, and why not? It's Nelson Senkatuka.
The celebration tells it all. It's like he's gunning them down, and the teammates join in the celebration. But the goal, the ball control, and the shot he unleashed, oh my, Nelson Senkatuka on 5. Just look at this, Jung Methodius, the cross so perfect, Nelson controlling, just bypasses one, unleashes the shot, and it is clean. One for the Bright Stars and Peter Tai. Nelson makes you love football and makes you think it is just so simple when it comes to scoring.
Beauty, sheer beauty from the man Nelson Senkatuka.
Hello everyone, welcome to KACHAI. Today with us is Nelson Senkatuka of the national football team and captain of Bright Stars FC. Hello Nelson.
Hello sir.
Nice to have you.
Nice to be here as well.
So Budonians don't have a high record of joining the national football team. What encouraged you to keep pursuing this dream?
I think because the love for the sport I had, the passion for the sport. So it even in school I wanted to play football. It didn't really bother me that as a Budonian or that many guys through the school didn't play football. Most of them actually played rugby and they played for the rugby national team. So I think that encouraged me as well because I knew if they can make it in rugby, I can make it in football.
How did your stint at Hope Doves FC prepare you for your professional career later on?
I think my stint at Hope Doves, it actually gave me the belief that I can actually perform at the highest level, because at Hope Doves is when I made a name for myself in the Ugandan game, in the lower leagues. I was top scorer in the regional league and top scorer in the first division. So I think that gave me confidence that if I keep working hard, I can actually make it. If I can go up the league.
You pursued a degree in the UK. How were you able to get the coach's attention back here? Yet you had been away for so long.
I think I got the coach's attention when I came back once on holiday. There was a national friendly match between I think the under-20s and the senior team. They were preparing for a CHAN qualifier. So I got to know the coach, so I asked him if I can come and play for the under-20s. And in that game I scored a goal for the under-20s, so that's when I got the coach's attention, and he actually wanted me to take part in the tournament in South Africa, but I had to go back to study. So I think that is when he first took notice of me.
You played for Erith and Belvedere FC. How is football in the UK different from that in Uganda, skill-wise and professionally?
I think professionally they're still ahead of us, way ahead of us, but skill-wise, the Erith and Belvedere was in, I think, the 5th division. There the game is much more direct and the players are more physical than here. So it was a bit hard to adapt the game over there, but tactically I think the tactics everywhere in the world are the same, the formations are the same, but their organization and their professionalism is still much higher than here.
So I guess you learned something from each club that you played for?
Yeah, each club I've played for, I've learned a few things. Every coach that I've played under, I've been able to get their positives and also add that to my game, and it has helped me in my career right now.
So back to Uganda, you were one of the leading scorers last season. Do you feel like you silenced any doubters you had?
Definitely, I think I silenced many doubters I had, because some of the people who are my critics last season are actually giving me positive reviews right now, because I think the only way to silence critics is through performance, and I think my performance from the last season until now has been fairly good, and I'm glad I've been able to show them what I'm about, and I'm glad that they're able to see that it's not just hype and it's actually reality.
Good for you.
Thank you.
So you are one of the youngest captains now. How are you dealing with handling such a huge responsibility at Bright Stars FC?
It was actually a surprise to be named captain, but it's been a very big honor to be named captain of Bright Stars for this season. It's not really about age, it's about maybe the leadership abilities, and to be honest, the senior players on the team have helped me a lot in regards to handling the team and the players. So it's not really been hard to captain the team. They've made it very easy for me. They're very cooperative with me, and it's helped me to grow up much faster in the game. It's helped me to up my game, and I think those are one of the reasons why I'm performing at a higher level than I've been performing.
How would you describe your experience in Morocco during your recent Cranes trip?
The trip in Morocco was actually was a very good trip. Morocco is a very beautiful country, and I saw why many of the footballers in Europe go there for holiday and stuff. It was a great tournament to be at. Unfortunately, we didn't perform as well as we should have, maybe because of one or two reasons. But I think it was a great experience to play in Morocco, to see the quality of the stadiums, the quality of the pitches. It was really motivating to keep working harder to start playing at that level of football, because the pitches in Uganda, the stadiums in Uganda are not that good. But when you go to such places and you see such stadiums, organization, the way they play their football, it was really encouraging too, and a motivating factor to keep fighting hard to start playing professional football.
Okay, so from what you saw there, you said about organization. Is there something that you tell the people in charge here to change?
I think the people in charge here were there as well, because if you see the way the security at the pitches, the security, they give you convoys when you're going for matches, the way the stadiums are laid out, the dressing rooms, it's completely different. I don't think there's any stadium here that's comparable to the stadium where we were based in Marrakesh. And I think even them, they were taken back, and I think they will learn, and they'll continue to learn from all these experiences and these different tournaments.
Tell us about your most memorable moment on the field.
I don't know if I have one, but I think my first goal for the national team against Guinea in Morocco was a good feeling. It was good to finally get that off my back, and because not many players play for the national team, but not many players score for the national team. So to get my first goal for the national team was a good feeling.
So Nelson, who do you think was the most proud of you when you got into the national team, and why?
Most proud of me, probably my parents and my siblings. My siblings don't really show it, but I'm sure they're proud of me. I'm sure they're happy for me. But my mom stayed up the whole night because the games in Morocco were at about 10 o'clock. So she would stay up dozing off, waiting for me to come on as a substitute. So I think, and she would message me during the match when I was playing. So I'd find the messages after the game, and she was happy I was playing. And she was happy to see me on TV, and yeah, she keeps praying for me to go even higher, so she can keep watching me every weekend.
Oh, that's nice. So what type of music do you like to listen to calm down before a match? Because I read somewhere that you like listening to music.
You read somewhere like listening to music?
Well, yeah.
I don't really have a specific kind of music that I listen to, but I think I don't have specific music, but I have specific songs. If I like a song and it makes me feel good, then I'll listen to those kinds of songs. Maybe every song I like, I put them in my playlist, and then I have a playlist so maybe I shuffle it before the game, and whichever song comes on, then I listen. But I don't really have a particular song that I listen to before the game.
Tell us the name. Number one song.
Number one song. There's a song by Questa. I can't really pronounce the name. I think India's Fela. Something like that. Yeah. That's one of the songs I really like at the moment.
You don't want to sample us?
No.
Okay, and lastly, Nelson, can you tell us what makes a complete striker?
What makes a complete striker? I think what makes a complete striker is basically scoring goals. Because there are very many types of strikers. There's strikers who are hold-up players. They hold up the ball more and bring other players into the game. The strikers who run the wings and run the channels. The strikers who are good at link-up play. But I think the ultimate way strikers are judged is by scoring goals. So, but I think you should have a good first touch. You should be able to get into scoring positions, have good link-up play, and I think most importantly, have an eye for goal. I think that's what makes a good striker.
Okay. So we just chatted to Nelson Senkatuka of the national team and Bright Stars FC captain. Thank you for watching KACHAI. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and watch us on YouTube. See you next time.